Hello and welcome to my desk. On my desk is Ohuhu 72 soft pastels, and it's a chalk stick form, you could say. Yeah, just colored chalk. And I am working on this piece here. Eventually I will reach this stage of my finished work. I'm working on pastel paper from Dale and Rowney, and this time I'm using, they got like 6 different colored sheets, and I'm using the grayish color. I just want to see how the white highlights are gonna pop on this gray sheet. Let me see what colors the paper pad have. It's quite interesting that they have these finished paper pack with wax paper in between each sheet, so I think I'm gonna use it as some sort of a journal block, because if I don't remove the paper from the spiral bound block, I can utilize the wax sheets in between as protection for my pastel drawings, so I won't have to fixative spray them. Because, you know, the reason why I don't want to use fixative spray when I'm working on colored pages is because I don't know if a thin coat of a white or very bright pastel is gonna somewhat disappear, and then the colored background paper will show through. Yeah, I don't want to experiment with this because I have a bad feeling in my stomach about going forward with my practice drawings, and this is one of the practice drawings, I think I'm going to use that paper pad as just some sort of a pastel drawing journal. And it has like 6 different colored pages, one beige, like light Titan buff, and then like sand paper, you know, sand colored paper, not like sand grinding paper. And then let me see. Oh yeah, like a sage green toned, and then I would classify it as some sort of a cool gray tone, and then an umber dark brown, and the last one is like a Prussian blue colored paper, which is weird, right? Like Prussian blue. Yeah, but I'm working with the Ohuhu soft pastel 72 set, and this was not the planned purchase. I thought that I was buying the oil pastel sticks, you know, the square ones that everyone has been doing reviews of from Paul Rubens, and I couldn't find it on my European Amazon, but I saw that Ohuhu back then, I thought, apparently had oil pastel sticks, oil sticks, so I just hit the buy button, and then when they arrived, it turned out that I bought the soft pastel, which at first was like a bummer when I realized it, but when I unboxed them and started to play with them, I had like no regrets. Ohuhu is a brand that I have not tried a lot from. I know them from markers, that they're very inexpensive. They have this very inexpensive line of markers, so it's a very economic friendly place to buy your art supplies. And I think, I know nothing about these pastel sticks, but I think money wise it's fun to buy like inexpensive art supplies, because then you can, like I'm doing here today, just have a ball and then just you know, use it for practicing without having any regrets. And I think that I want to play with these Ohuhu sticks and try and break them up in smaller pieces also, and get some practice on how to break pastel sticks before I experiment that on my more expensive sticks from Rembrandt. So yeah, but all in all, I'm just very curious about that mixture between smeared out pastel sticks and then the untouched stick mark, because I've been reviewing some pastel drawing artists. What is it called? Pastel artists? I don't know. I've been reviewing some of their artwork, and it seems like they do a mix of something is smeared out where they actually use their fingers, and then some is not smeared out. So I want to just get a bunch of paintings under my belt and try that technique until I find that golden middle, that midway of what I think is likable. Because I can see that if I don't smear out, then it's not like a likable painting session for me, because then I feel that just with colored pencil that, oh man, you have to cover so much substrate with color that it becomes a little bit tedious. So today I'm just using the sticks in the set, and on the upcoming days, and I think I'm going to leave those to my Patreons, I will try and use a mix with my pan pastels to do the background painting, and then come on top of it with the pastel sticks and see if I like that approach of working. But all of that is just playing around and practice. So I think I'm gonna move that to my Patreon, where I can do some more like live painting that takes a little bit longer time, and you know, talk more about my 2 cents about how it feels, or what I like and what I dislike. So, but I think that this pastel paper from Dale & Rowney is nice to smear with your fingers on, compared to a different kind of pastel block that I have, where the paper feels like sandpaper, like very heavy grained, and I don't like to work on that because I feel it chews up my pastels. Like it's really eating up softer pastel sticks, and you have to work really hard to have a full coverage, because the texture of the paper itself, you need to like almost like rub in your underpainting to have a full coverage. So now where I'm just practicing, I think, why make it so difficult for myself? I've also seen, you know, there's a lot of people who are just using like regular paper, you know, like not venturing out into specific pastel paper. So I think when I'm gonna try my pan pastels, that I will try and just take some regular paper, not like a cold press copy paper, you know, super thin paper, but some graphite sketch paper made out of like hefty weight, like 90 GSM or something. You know what I mean? Like some better graphite sketching paper, to see if I like to work on that. But here I'm going for this very pale skin tone, so I picked up that light gray pastel paper, thinking that it could help me a little bit, but I got a lot of coverage, so it's not like there are areas on the skin itself where just the paper is peeking through. And then I didn't work on the hair because I'm just practicing skin tone. And on the finished painting, I actually think it looks kind of funny to have an area that's not worked with, you know, the hair. And the ear is also looking really weird. It's at the very, very end that I suddenly realized that there's something wrong with the ear, so I tried to correct it. So for the longest time in this video, the ear was just gonna look like this. But I do like to experiment with different tones. Like it's a big learning curve when you put in all these rainbow colors to kind of guess, where do you want something cool, where do you want something warm, where should you just go like dark, And that's the fun of it, I think. And that's why I really like the 72 set from Ohuhu, because there is a big range of selection of colors. The other set I worked with yesterday from Rembrandt had 30 sticks, and this is a 72 stick. So I could really tell the luxury of having different colored sticks. So in a way, this reminds me when I'm working with alcohol markers, where it suddenly becomes important to have good selection of each colors, going from bright to dark value of each color. Because if you're painting intuitively, it's just nice to grab things, because it just is. But it is possible to layer with pastels. You know, when you put like yellow and then you put blue on top of it, and then you can actually see green color layered in the layer. So they are sort of transparent, like kind of translucent. So I guess when I get more skilled at it, I will be able to mix more colors. But so far, I thought it was very pleasing to work with a larger set. So I had more grab-and-go, convenience-made colors to pick from. But yeah, now I'm just, I'm sorry for the bad light in this video here. I didn't really realize that the light is bleeding out like that. But thank you for watching along. I wish you a nice day, and here is the finished drawing. And once again, the light is treating it badly, so now I'm taking it up to the camera so you can see what I can see when I work with the paper, so it's not so flashed out. Thanks for watching. I wish you a nice day. Bye bye.